Good morning, my name is Jason Caine, and I'm the pastor of our future campus, Bayside, Elk Grove. Listen, my decision to move from Atlanta to Sacramento came after much time of prayer between my wife and I. To be honest with you, we were afraid to make the move from Atlanta to Sacramento because we weren't sure how everything was going to work out and how every piece was going to fall in place. I remember a message I heard from this lady a few years ago. She said that whatever you do for God, do it afraid. In other words, what she was saying was, sometimes you'll have to do things for God without having all the answers, but do it afraid. Do it anyway. And I think that's the message for some of you this morning. As my wife and I were making the move from Atlanta to Sacramento, a friend of ours told us to write down a list of the things that were holding us back from moving from Atlanta to Sacramento. On that list, she also told us to write down some of the things that we would want to see happen if we were to make that move. So some of the things we wrote on that list were that my wife's mom would move with us, that we'd be able to sell our house quickly, that my wife wouldn't have to immediately work upon moving so that she could help us get settled in. When we finally said yes to moving to Sacramento, nothing on that list had been checked off, not one single thing. There were 12 things on that list, and none of them were checked off, but we said yes because we felt like that is what God was calling us to. And can I let you know that once we said yes, in 19 days, all 12 of the things we had written down were checked off, and God made something happen because we were willing to tell him yes, even while we were afraid. Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. I believe that God checked everything off that list, not because my wife and I are some great people, because we deserved it, or because we did exactly what he told us to do. But I believe that God was faithful to us because we were faithful in saying yes to him and doing it afraid. So whatever you feel like God is calling you to do, why don't you go ahead and step out there and do it afraid and watch how he shows up on the other end. Maybe God is waiting for your yes to give you a yes on some things that need to happen in your life. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed and do it afraid.